Hello, my name is Angel, and for this geometry project, I decided to create an indoor dog home based on a triangular prism structure, as seen here. For this project, my clients wanted something for their small dog to be able to sleep in inside their home. Their preferred styles were abstract and minimalism, which incorporates defined shapes as well as keeping in mind simple, convenient living. They wanted something they could easily maneuver from room to room without having to take pieces apart and put back together, and something that would go with all their unique wooden furniture. I chose the triangular shape because it resembles a small home or a tiny tent, which I found would be quite attractive to the eye. The dimensions I used were based on a small dog at 15 inches. However, it could fit any dog which stands under 20 inches. The dimensions I used are shown here. The width of the doggy home would be 24 inches, the height 24, and the length 36. The length would be 36 inches to provide enough room for the dog to sleep in and move around. Now the height is 24, but the reason why I said it would fit a dog under 20 inches is because the doggy door cutout would be 20 by 20. The net for this doghouse is as shown here. There's 3 rectangular faces and 2 triangular faces. The rectangles measure 24 inches by 36, and the triangles, being equilateral, will all have sides of 24 inches. The formulas I used were to find the surface area of this particular doghouse as well as the volume. First, I would have to find the area of the triangle's faces. The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. The reason why you would divide it by 2 is because base times height is the area of a square. Dividing it by 2 will help you find the area of a triangle. Now the base is 24 inches and the height is also 24 inches. And 24 times 24 is 572, divided by 2 is 288. Now to find the rectangular face sides, it would be length times width. The length of one rectangle was 36 and the width 24. This would come out to 824. Now when I want to find the total surface area of this doghouse, I would have to make sure I multiply the 288 by 2 because there are 2 triangles, and the 824 by 3 because there are 3 rectangles. If I were to add these totals together, I would get 3,128 square inches as my surface area. To find the volume, the formula I would use for a triangular prism is length times width times height divided by 2. Once again, the divided by 2 is because the volume of a rectangular prism split in half would give you that of a triangular prism. The length times the width times the height divided by 2 would give me 10,368 cubic inches. Now it's important to keep in mind, that was 10,368 cubic inches. And it's important to keep in mind that if the surface area is with this total is without the cut for the dog door. If I were to not include one of the triangle's full surface to incorporate the dog opening, the total of the surface area would actually be 2,968 because the opening would be 20 inches by 20 inches. Now the 3D replica I created, I divided the 36 by 6, which gave me 6. So this is 6 divided 24 divided by 6 is 4. So these are the measurements for this small replica of a house for a small dog. As you can see, the opening would be here where the bedding would go inside. My reaction to this project was quite positive. I really enjoyed picking my Prism to work with and loved the feeling of my plan unfolding. I found it a lot of fun building the 3D replica, and it was very intriguing to go out and look for the research to find the certain formulas I needed to calculate. And it reminded me how much I actually love doing hands-on projects. And it refreshed my memory on how much I actually do enjoy doing geometry and playing with shapes and building things. The relevance this has to me for when I become a teacher is remembering how much time a project actually takes and how much planning it actually needs, and how important it is to guide my students on the right techniques and the right way to go about project planning, as well as having the right formulas at hand and having the right tools to create your project and put your idea together, and to actually attempt the mathematical issues using common sense as well as formulas. My responsibility to my students would be to ensure I educate them on the basic fundamentals of math and provide different ways to solve problems in which they could apply to the real world. And I hope I would be able to teach in a way that would enable them to apply concepts to math to the real world, whether it be with formulas or common sense. Thank you.